Good morning, guys, or evening, or afternoon. Welcome to your Pickems Get Your Diamond Coin video number 5,923. Because I know you've probably been watching every single analyst diamond coin video, hoping that you get some magic luck and you can get a diamond coin yourself. So these are my Pickems. I'm only Josh on TV. I'm a caster, Australian caster. You may recognize me from casting AU, EU, NA, Asia, Brazil, whatever. You may recognize me from that. And these are my Pickems, okay? So first up, let's get the free O's out the way. And the free O's are going to be my favorite team, Virtus Pro. Because Virtus Pro, their power, the firepower, the IGLing and the tactics and all that is way better than most of these teams here. Minus either Team Liquid, Complexity, or Furia. Their firepower is way too much for the rest of the roster of the pool. They probably could qualify free O without versing any of the decent teams, potentially, in my opinion. Or taking out a Liquid, a Complexity, or a Furia. Next up, we go with the Mongos. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention the Mongos as well. The Mongos are a top 10 team. Like, they are in a bracket that's a bit below their play grade, so they should be able to storm through this pretty easily. The only big weakness the Mongos actually have is Virtus Pro. They haven't been Virtus Pro to BO3 in quite a while. So it's only fair to say that both Virtus Pro and Mongos will be advancing at 3-0. Next up, we've got the 3-1s, and the 3-1s I've got here is Team Liquid. I feel like Team Liquid are very good. They're probably the best NA team in here at the moment, and they'll probably qualify very, very easily. Well, the NA or the America's RMR team. They've got NAF and Twist, and they've got JKS as well. Biggest weakness they have is Yakinda. Obviously, Yakinda's entry fragging is a bit below par, but everyone else on this team is really, really good. Ultimate's been getting back into form after meeting his first hurdle overall when he's being studied. But Team Liquid, they're going to just chime it in. They're going to go hard, and they're going to get this 3-1. Next up, we go Fnatic. I believe Fnatic is starting to peak at probably the best moment currently. Like, I think they're doing incredibly well. You know, you got BlameF, Matters, all starting to peak up as well. And also Afro's playing some incredible CS as well. And they've got a very, very good IGL in BlameF as well. And at this stage, Fnatic are just cruising their way. They cruised their way through the EU RMRs. They got very close in the end, like, you know, very close to being eliminated. But I didn't feel like, you know, with Fnatic that they were going to get eliminated. I felt like Fnatic were just in. Doesn't matter what would go, they would find a way to get in. And obviously, Crims on the roster as well has been a veteran for a very long time. And this Fnatic roster must be glad that they got in here. I think the keys overall is going to be BlameF in this roster. BlameF matters to see how far, like, you know, their rifling core can get and if they can overwhelm teams with that rifling core in general. Next up, we got Furia. Furia always finds some way to get in to the legend stage, okay? They're no barely convincing until they played M80, where they just dusted M80 off the map, and M80 just couldn't do anything. Like, even if they did things correctly, Furia just absolutely destroyed them in pure angels. Caserado went absolutely berserk, and everything M80 did was just thrown back in their faces and some more. And that's the good timing that you see from Furia. I think Furia could peak at the right moment and should get 3-1. If they show what they did early in the America RMRs where they were barely scraping by, I can see Furia being eliminated in general, maybe even the 0-3 category as well, especially if they do show what they did early in America RMRs where they were just barely beating teams. If it's like the M80 one where they completely smash M80, we will see them get 3-1. Next up's the 3-2s, and we're going to put FlyQuest in the 3-2s. I think there's going to be one team that will be like, huh? They stuck in? FlyQuest had probably the hardest Asia RMR, given that they had to beat Drillers. We'll ignore GR Gaming. Okay? They had to beat Drillers and Lin Vision to qualify. Given compared to Mongos and compared to Rare Atom, who had a fairly easy run. I mean, Rare Atom only had to verse Talon and GR Gaming, which was the bottom two seeds of the entire thing, which they could have just snoozed over and would have won anyway. And this is obviously FlyQuest's fault for losing. But yeah, as I said before, I think FlyQuest will sneak through this one. I think they've been tested, and they've been tested against a lot of quality EU teams, and they succeeded. I mean, Drillers is a very EU team and a very strong EU team in that regard as well, and they proceeded over it as well. I think a lot of people are sleeping on how good Drillers are. I think people are ignoring the fact that the Drillers are mostly EU core instead of realizing like how good those EU players are together as a team. So I think overall, I think Drillers could even beat some teams at this RMR, to be honest. And that's why I think FlyQuest will sneak in. FlyQuest will get some good BO1s and probably win a tight BO3 and between like probably Big or something like that in particular, because they're always versus Big somehow, okay? Next up is Complexity. I feel like Complexity will sneak in at 3-2. I think Complexity will lose at least at BO3. But, you know, you got too many good players on there. You got Lee, JT, and whatsoever. Obviously, both FlyQuest and Complexity, one of them's got to go 3-1 or 3-2. given the fact that they versed each other in the first round. But I feel like both teams are going to make it in. They got strong enough players as well. They got Horzek as well. Grim, Floppy as well have been improving considerably. And Unleash is just such a big brand on team to not make it to the legend stage. And I'll be really, really shocked if Complexity don't make it. And the last 3 and 2 is going to be Cloud9. Cloud9, I didn't think they would peak at this major, given the fact that most of their parts weren't working together. But Icy and Heavy God have changed my mind, okay? Icy and Heavy God, Axel, Boomich have all changed my mind. I think Cloud9 are peaking at this event. They'll start playing above what that people's ceiling believe to be they are at the moment. And they will probably qualify in that 3 and 2 slot. Next up is the 0-3 slot. Now, 0-3 slot, I'm going to put Red Adam in here. Red Adam had the easiest path to the major possible, okay? Now, people are going to be like, no, they only can play who they get ahead of that. But still, you eventually have to play a good team. And this is where you get exposed, okay? I say they have a weak bracket, not because they made the major and got stickies. I said they had a weak bracket because they haven't played anyone good yet. So now, all of these guys in the 16 are pretty decent. And I don't see any weak teams in this bracket that they can just leap over, in particular, especially the BO1. I think Red Adam are going to get eliminated 0-3 because they just got to realize they're going to be outgunned, outmatched in every area. Kaze is going to have to go beyond his mind. A lot of these teams, minus FlyQuest, have great AWPers as well. So Kaze won't be able to pull his magician's tricks as much as easy as he did in the Asian RMR. So I think Red Adam are going to be squeezed out here in particular. And the other one is going to be Imperial. This is actually really just a pot luck kind of thing because you could probably put Passion, Wildcard, even MIBR here as well. But I think Imperial are going to have the rough end of the stick. It's going to be a close BO3 between, like, probably say Gamer Legion or Wildcard or Passion, whoever ends up in that 0-2 bracket. And they'll get eliminated right there. And that's my analysis and my Pickems for the major. So overall, as I said before, Virtus Pro and Mongos go 3-0. And then we've got Team Liquid, Fnatic, Complexity, Furia, FlyQuest, and Cloud9 as the other ones going through. And the 0-3s will be Rare Atom and Imperial. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed those Pickems. I think overall they could. I'd probably expect to get at least 5 of them, as per se. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have a good day and see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.